Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you all, my dear students? I hope you're all good and enjoying your virtual lessons. So, as this is your English period and you know that this is your workbook week, so you are all requested to take out your new Oxford Modern English Workbook 3. Okay, so what are we going to do today? We are going to do some work on page number 6 of your workbook, but I have taken this page from the last page of your textbook. Okay, this is the last page of your textbook. So this is just for explanation. We will do the work in your workbook. Okay, so what are we going to learn today? We are going to learn about simile. What is a simile and why do we use them? A simile is a phrase which is used to compare two things using the words like or as. A simile is a phrase means beta few words which are a part of a sentence. ठीक है, जुमले का एक हिस्सा, फिक्रा. A simile is a phrase which is used to compare two things. दो चीज़ों को आपस में तशबीह देने के लिए. ओके, हम किन चीज़ों को डिफरेंट चीज़ों को तशबीह देते हैं with respect to और with regard to some quality which is common to them both. कोई ऐसी चीज़ जो दो मुख्तलिफ चीज़ों में एक जैसी हो or it expresses the resemblance or the quality which is common between the entirely two different things. Okay, और हम कौन सा word use करते हैं चीज़ों को एक दूसरे के साथ compare करने के लिए? like और as. दो entirely different चीज़ों को एक दूसरे के साथ तशबीह देने के लिए आप simile use करते हैं. Okay, it helps you imagine what things look like better. Okay, similes can compare really different things to make a point. Okay, sometimes it is an exaggeration as well. Now let me give you the example. The moon has a face like the clock in the hall. Like moon has a face, like as we all know that moon is circular, round in shape, right, when it is a full moon, and they are comparing it with the clock in the hall because the clock is also round or circular in shape, right? That is the reason they are comparing these two things. Now here are a few more examples of similes. The plane hit the top of a tree and Uncle Salim shot high into the air like a bullet from a gun. And these lines have been taken from the chapter Flying Machine Part 2. Here, the speed of the plane is compared to a bullet to make the description more vivid. So now you understand that we use similes in order to make the description more vivid. More vivid means beta to give you a clear picture, an accurate, exact picture of a thing. Okay, तफसील जो उसकी चीज़ की आपको दी जा रही है वो आपको अच्छे से समझ में आ जाए. Here, प्लेन की स्पीड को बुलेट से कंपेयर किया गया है. ठीक है, कि वो इतना ज़ोर से फेंका अंकल सलीम को ट्री पर, या प्लेन ने इतनी ज़ोर से हिट किया ट्री को जैसे कि एक गोली निकलती है गन में से. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज़ द बिग पॉट होल इन द रोड लाइक अ गेपिंग माउथ waited darkly for its next victim, and these lines have been taken from the unit pothole. Yani they are comparing here, the pothole is compared to a big open mouth. Gaping mouth means beta open wide, एक बड़ा सा मुंह जब आप खोलते हैं कुछ खाने के लिए, और when you are yawning, so उसको किससे कंपेयर किया गया है? जो सड़क पर स्ट्रीट पर एक बड़ा सा होल था उससे. The imagine of an open mouth waiting to gulp its next victim conveys the meaning more clearly. जब आप अगले शिकार के लिए एक बड़ा सा मुंह, for suppose you are talking about a lion and it's waiting for its next victim to eat, तो वो एक कितना बड़ा सा माउथ खोलता है अपना, right? Similarly, they have compared it with the pothole. Next is Nuruddin uncle is tall and thin. His eye is as bright as a new made pen. Now these lines have been taken from the poem Nuruddin Uncle. Now they are talking about Nuruddin uncle's eyes are bright and shining, and the comparison to a bright new pen makes the description more precise and conveys the meaning more clearly. आपको ज़्यादा बेहतर तरीके से समझाया गया है इस लाइन में। क्या बात कि उनकी आइज़ इतनी रोशन, इतनी ब्राइट और चमकदार थीं जैसे कि एक न्यू मेड पेन, बिल्कुल न्यू शाइनी मेटल की जो पेन होती है, सिल्वर पेन, एंड इट इज़ शाइनिंग, इट इज़ वेरी ब्राइट. सो दे हैव compared it and used a simile in this sentence, as bright as a new made pen. Okay, so basically authors use comparison to help get their message across to a reader, and sometimes they exaggerate, like pothole या किसी का मुंह खोलना इतना बड़ा नहीं हो सकता जितना कि एक पॉट होल हो सकता है, बट दे आर एग्जैजरेटिंग. एग्जैजरेशन मीन्स बेटा इट इज़ अ क्लेम दैट समथिंग इज़ ग्रेटर दैन इट रियली इज़. ओके, now come to next page. Here look at the Khan family portrait below and read how they are being described using similes. Now there is a portrait, right, and they are all the members of a family and they have described them using similes. इनको इन्होंने इनकी तफसील बताई है, इनकी characteristics with the help of using similes. This is a little Asad. He sleeps like a log. Now they are talking about this baby, and log is a trunk, is a part of a tree, and it stands there forever. Like they are talking about this boy, little boy, that he is sleeping all the time for hours and hours without moving from a place, right? And then this boy, Salman, is like lightning when he runs. जब वो भागता है तो बिजली की तरह तेज दौड़ता है. Then grandpa is as cool as a cucumber. Like cucumber hydrates you, right? And it keeps your stomach cool and it gives you freshness. So grandpa is very cool and calm. He has a very cool and calm personality. Then next is Mrs. Khan is as busy as a bee. Like honeybee is always busy in making honey for you guys, for you people. So they are saying that the Mrs. Khan is always busy working. And then next is Mr. Khan sings like a bird when he works. Like sings like a bird, he sings sweetly, and whenever he is busy he starts singing like a bird. And then next is grandma is as sweet as honey. As you know all that honey is very sweet and it is good for each one, for everyone, for each one of us. So they are saying that she is so cute, so calm, so kind to everyone, and she doesn't harm anybody. All right. Then next is Maha's favorite place is the beach. She swims like a fish because she loves to swim, and she swims like a fish. They are using the simile. Why? Because they want to say that she loves to go to beach and she swims like a fish very smoothly and she enjoys it a lot. All right, they are talking about Maha. And then last, this is their pet cat. ये इनकी पालतू बिल्ली है, Sam. Her fur is soft as a pillow, but उसके जो फर हैं, इसकी जो बॉडी पे बाल हैं छोटे छोटे, वो बहुत सॉफ्ट हैं पिलो की तरह. बट हर क्लॉज आर एज शार्प एज नीडल्स. मगर जो इसके जो क्लॉज हैं, जो पंजे हैं, वो सुई की तरह शार्प हैं, चुभने वाले. ओके, सो दिस इज़ हाउ we can use similes in order to give or make the description more vivid, to make the description more precise, and conveys the message more clearly. Now let me explain you with the help of a small story.
I'm reading a really good story. A frog and a kangaroo sat down to eat dinner. The frog's eyes sparkled like diamonds. Her stomach grumbled as loud as thunder. On the table, there was a watermelon as big as a house. I can't wait to eat the watermelon, the frog exclaimed. It's much too big for you, the kangaroo said. You're as small as a grain of sand. That's nonsense, the little frog cried. I'm hungry like a wolf. The little frog began to eat all the food on the table. story really bring the writing to life.
Now, I hope that you have enjoyed the story, plus you have understood that what actually similes are. So now we are going to start doing our work on page number 6. You have to write down the date. It's 18th May today. 6 Shawwal. Day is Tuesday, and then you have to write down CW Robin. Exercise A is as cool as. Question A1. Read the following sentence and talk about the meaning. They have given you a picture over here, and it is written below the picture that the boy is as cool as cucumber. As I have already told you that they are comparing this boy with the cucumber. Why? Because cucumber hydrates you, it gives you coolness, it keeps you very fresh. Though similarly they are saying that this boy is very much relaxed and walking in a cool and calm manner, although there is a tiger walking behind him. Maybe he is oblivious to the fact. Anyways, they are comparing the boy with a cucumber, right? Now let's start doing this very easy exercise. I hope you have understood what similes are, so you can do this exercise by your own. All right. Exercise A2, match A and B by drawing lines. Okay, so you have to take out a ruler and a pencil, and then you have to match these two columns. Now let's read it out. Part A, the lake has no water in it. झील में बिल्कुल पानी नहीं है. So you can compare it with, it is as dry as a bone. Just like a bone is very dry, सूखी हुई हड्डी की तरह बिल्कुल झील जो है वो dry है, सूखी हुई है, उसमें कोई पानी नहीं है. So they are comparing it with a bone. Part B, Mona is always kind and polite. She is very nice to everyone. So you can compare it with, she is as good as gold. As you know that gold is taken to be a very valuable thing, very pure and very expensive, and it is liked by most of the people. So that is the reason they are comparing Mona with gold, or we can compare Mona with gold because it is very good and very pure. Part C, Shahid's hair is not gray. शाहिद के जो बाल हैं वो ग्रे नहीं हैं. It is as white as snow. जैसे स्नो वाइट होती है, बिल्कुल इसी तरह शाहिद के बाल भी सफ़ेद हैं. Part D, the box was lifted by 5 strong men. जो बॉक्स था उसको 5 स्ट्रॉन्ग ताकतवर आदमियों ने मिलकर उठाया. सो यू कैन मैच इट विद, it is as heavy as lead, as lead is a very heavy metal, so they have compared the box with a heavy lead. All right. Part E, Bilal's grandmother is very old. Bilal की जो दादा अब्बू हैं वो बहुत ओल्ड हैं. सो यू कैन कंपेयर इट विद एज ओल्ड एज द हिल्स. एज यू नो दैट द हिल्स आर ऑलवेज देयर, यू हैव सीन देम ऑलवेज स्टैंडिंग ऑन द सेम प्लेस. सो दे आर एज ओल्ड एज हिल्स, जितने पुराने की पहाड़ियाँ होती हैं. ठीक है. So start doing this work and let me show you that what is your homework. Your homework is on page number 7. Exercise A3, make sentences by using A and B given on page 6. The first has been done for you. Here on page number 6, they have given you these. Okay? Columns, column A and column B. You have to match them, okay? And then you have to make sentences on this page. Part A, they have done, the lake has no water in it, full stop, and then it is as dry as a bone. Now you have to do it by yourself, keeping in mind that we use it for non-living things and we use he or she for boys and girls. Okay, like here part B, I'll show you how to do. Mona is always kind and polite. So you will first write over here, Mona is always kind and polite, full stop. She is as good as gold. All right, so this is how you have to do this exercise on page number 7. Answers will be shared tomorrow, inshallah. So that's all for today, mera beta. I hope you have understood each and everything. Take very good care of yourself and your people in your surrounding. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.